In the gilded corridors of Hollywood's golden age, a different kind of story was unfolding, one that didn't feature in the glossy pages of fan magazines or the silver screen. It was the tale of faces adored by millions, yet also subjects of intense scrutiny and aversion. Why did some of the most celebrated stars in Hollywood become figures of controversy and disdain? From the enigmatic Hedy Lamarr, whose intellect caused as much awe as suspicion, to the charismatic Orson Wells, whose brilliance on screen couldn't shield him from the whispers off it. This journey isn't just about unraveling the tales of these stars, it's about understanding the complex dynamics of fame, public perception, and the often harsh reality of the limelight. As we delve into each story, remember, the line between adoration and loathing can be as thin as the cinema screen itself. Genius misunderstood. Hedy Lamarr, known for her stunning beauty in Hollywood's golden age, was a star whose brilliance extended beyond the screen. Born Hedwig Eva Maria Kiesler in Austria in 1914, she embarked on a film career that led her to Hollywood, where she became an iconic figure. However, behind her captivating exterior lay an inventive mind that significantly contributed to modern technology. During World War II, Lamarr co-invented a frequency-hopping spread-spectrum technology intended to prevent enemy forces from jamming torpedo guidance systems. This invention laid the groundwork for today's Wi-Fi, GPS, and Bluetooth communication systems. Despite this groundbreaking achievement, her scientific intellect was largely overlooked during her lifetime, overshadowed by her on-screen persona. Lamarr's career in Hollywood was marked by notable films like Algiers, 1938, and Samson and Delilah, 1949. However, her intelligence and contributions to science were not widely recognized or appreciated in an era where actresses were seldom acknowledged for anything beyond their physical appearance and acting capabilities. Her personal life was equally complex, with 6 marriages and a struggle for fulfillment and recognition beyond her film roles. Lamarr's later years saw her retreating from public life, her remarkable inventions and intellectual contributions becoming mere footnotes in her Hollywood story. The story of Hedy Lamarr is one of extraordinary talent, both on-screen and in scientific innovation, yet it's also a tale of a woman misunderstood and underappreciated in her time. The Maverick's downfall. Orson Wells, a name synonymous with cinematic genius, experienced a journey in Hollywood that was as turbulent as it was brilliant. Born in 1915, Wells's early work, especially Citizen Kane, 1941, is often hailed as one of the greatest films ever made. However, his career was a roller coaster of highs and lows, marked by constant battles with Hollywood studios and financial troubles. Wells's innovative techniques and refusal to conform to traditional filmmaking norms often put him at odds with the Hollywood establishment. His projects were ambitious and groundbreaking, but they also often went over budget and were subject to heavy studio interference. This tension led to a number of unfinished projects and films that were released in heavily edited forms, far from Wells' original vision. His personal life was equally tumultuous. Known for his charismatic yet commanding personality, Wells had complex relationships with colleagues and partners. His lifestyle and outspoken nature contributed to his reputation as a maverick in the industry, a label that, while adding to his legend, also alienated some. Financial difficulties plagued much of Wells's later career. He spent his final years in Europe working on a variety of projects, many of which were left incomplete. Despite the struggles of his later life, Wells remained a respected figure in the film community. Known for his immense talent and contributions to cinema, Orson Welles' career in Hollywood was a complex interplay of groundbreaking artistry and constant struggle with industry constraints. After Citizen Kane, his subsequent projects often clashed with studio expectations, reflecting the ongoing tension between Wells' visionary approach and the commercial demands of the film industry. His second film, The Magnificent Ambersons, 1942, faced significant editing against his wishes, setting a pattern for future conflicts. Wells's ambitious nature led him to seek creative freedom, but this often resulted in financial instability. His refusal to compromise often meant losing studio support, leaving many of his projects either unfinished or altered. This struggle with the Hollywood system led Wells to work increasingly in Europe, where he hoped to find more artistic liberty. Despite these challenges, Wells continued to innovate. He explored new storytelling techniques, both in his films and in other mediums like radio and theater. His adaptation of Shakespeare's plays and his work in film noir were ahead of their time, influencing generations of filmmakers. In his later years, Wells's focus shifted to smaller, independent projects. He became a revered figure in the industry, known for his contributions to cinema, despite the difficulties he faced. His persistence in pursuing his artistic vision amidst numerous obstacles was a testament to his commitment to filmmaking. The Mexican Spitfire's turbulent life. Lupe Vees, nicknamed the Mexican Spitfire for her fiery on-screen persona, was a star whose life was marked by passion and controversy. Born in 1908 in San Luis Potosí, Mexico, Velez's journey to Hollywood stardom was a testament to her talent and tenacity, but it was also a path filled with personal strife and public scandal. Breaking into Hollywood at a time when Latina actresses were few, Velez quickly made a name for herself with her vivacious energy and comedic timing. She became known for her roles in films like The Gaucho, 1927, and the Mexican Spitfire series. However, Velez's off-screen life often overshadowed her cinematic achievements. Velez's personal life was a whirlwind of high-profile romances and tumultuous relationships. Her love affairs, including those with figures like Gary Cooper and Johnny Weissmuller, were the talk of the town, often resulting in scandalous headlines. Her fiery temperament both charmed and alarmed the public and the press, contributing to a public image that was as volatile as it was captivating. Her career, while successful, faced challenges due to the typecasting of Latina actresses and the limited roles available to them. Velez often played stereotypical characters, a reflection of the era's racial attitudes. Despite these limitations, she brought depth and charisma to her performances, demonstrating her range as an actress. Tragically, Velez's life came to a premature end in 1944. Her death was as dramatic as the life she led, and it sparked a media frenzy. The circumstances of her passing were subject to speculation and sensationalism, further complicating her already complex legacy. Lupe Velez's story is one of groundbreaking achievements in the face of industry barriers and personal challenges. Her vibrant presence on the screen and tumultuous life off it paint a picture of a woman who navigated the highs and lows of fame in an era when Hollywood was just beginning to understand the power and influence of its stars. Velez's life, marked by triumphs and tragedies, remains a captivating chapter in the history of cinema. Glamour and personal struggles. Rita Hayworth, born Margarita Carmen Cancino in 1918, was one of Hollywood's most glamorous and beloved actresses. Her journey to stardom, however, was marked by personal challenges and the pressures of fame. Hayworth's career took off in the 1940s with films like Gilda, 1946, and The Lady from Shanghai, 1947. Her stunning looks and talent made her a symbol of Hollywood glamour, but behind the scenes, Hayworth faced difficulties that were far removed from her on-screen persona. One of the major challenges in Hayworth's life was her struggle with relationships. Her 5 marriages, including a high-profile union with Prince Ali Khan, were widely publicized and often tumultuous. The constant media attention and the pressures of her personal life significantly impacted her mental and emotional well-being. Hayworth also faced challenges in her professional life. As her career progressed, she struggled with the typecasting and limited roles available to her. Despite her immense talent, Hayworth often found herself confined to roles that emphasized her looks over her acting abilities. In addition to these struggles, Hayworth dealt with health issues later in her life. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, a condition that was little understood at the time. Her diagnosis brought attention to the disease and its impact on individuals and families. Rita Hayworth's life in Hollywood was a mix of dazzling success and personal challenges. Her story is reflective of the complexities faced by many stars of her era, who, despite their public image of glamour and perfection, dealt with private struggles and the pressures of fame. Theatrical brilliance, personal controversy. Laurence Olivier, an actor renowned for his work on both stage and screen, was a figure whose talent was matched by the complexity of his personal life. Born in 1907 in England, Olivier's career spanned several decades, during which he established himself as one of the greatest actors of his time. Olivier's contributions to the theater were monumental. His interpretations of Shakespearean roles are particularly celebrated, showcasing his range and depth as an actor. In cinema, he delivered memorable performances in films like Wuthering Heights, 1939, and Rebecca, 1940, further cementing his status as an acting legend. Despite his professional successes, Olivier's personal life was fraught with challenges. His high-profile marriage to actress Vivien Lee was both a romantic and creative partnership, but it was also marked by turmoil. Lee's struggles with mental health issues and Olivier's own career pressures put a strain on their relationship, making their private life a subject of public fascination. Olivier's career was not without controversy. He faced criticism for some of his artistic choices, including his portrayal of Othello in blackface, a decision that has been re-evaluated and criticized in more recent times. Additionally, his management of the National Theatre was sometimes a point of contention, as his leadership style and artistic decisions were often scrutinized and debated. In his later years, Olivier continued to work in theater and film, though he faced health issues that affected his performances. Despite these challenges, he remained a respected figure in the arts, known for his dedication to his craft and his contributions to the acting world. The story of Laurence Olivier is one of artistic triumphs and personal trials. His life reflects the complexities of balancing a successful career with personal struggles and the pressures of living in the public eye. Stardom and mental health challenges. Vivien Lee, an actress of remarkable talent and beauty, known for her iconic roles in Gone with the Wind, 1939, and A Streetcar Named Desire, 1951, had a life that was as dramatic off-screen as it was on. Born in 1913 in Darjeeling, India, Lee's rise to stardom was meteoric, but it was accompanied by personal struggles that deeply affected her life and career. Lee's performance as Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind earned her widespread acclaim and an Academy Award. Her talent was undeniable, but so was the turbulence of her personal life, particularly her battle with mental health issues. Lee suffered from bipolar disorder, a condition that was not well understood at the time and often mismanaged. Her illness, coupled with the pressures of her career, had a profound impact on her personal and professional relationships. Her marriage to Laurence Olivier, while a union of two great talents, was strained by Lee's health struggles. The couple's public life was glamorous and celebrated, but privately they faced challenges that were exacerbated by Lee's condition. Her illness often led to erratic behavior, which was scrutinized by the press and misunderstood by the public. Lee's career, though illustrious, was marred by periods of difficulty related to her health. Her performances were sometimes affected by her illness, leading to a decline in roles and opportunities in her later years. Despite these challenges, she continued to act in both film and theater, delivering performances that were often praised for their intensity and emotional depth. The life of Vivien Lee was one of contrasts, immense success shadowed by personal struggles. Her story sheds light on the challenges faced by individuals in the public eye dealing with mental health issues, especially during an era when such matters were rarely discussed openly. Typecast and Red Scare victim. Edward G. Robinson, a distinguished actor known for his roles as gangsters and tough guys, faced a career marked by typecasting and political controversy. Born Emanuel Goldenberg in 1893 in Romania, Robinson's family immigrated to the United States, where he would eventually rise to fame in Hollywood. Robinson's portrayal of Rico in Little Caesar, 1931, set the standard for movie gangsters and launched him into stardom. However, his success in such roles became a double-edged sword as he found himself typecast, limiting his opportunities to explore a wider range of characters. Despite this, Robinson's talent allowed him to deliver compelling performances in a variety of genres, including drama, comedy, and noir. Robinson's career took a downturn during the Red Scare of the 1950s. His outspoken views and political activism, particularly his stance against fascism and support for the civil rights movement, made him a target of the House Un-American Activities Committee, HUAC. He was labeled a communist sympathizer, a charge that greatly affected his career. Although he was never officially blacklisted and continued to work, the accusations tarnished his reputation and caused him significant distress. Throughout the challenges he faced, Robinson remained dedicated to his craft. He continued to act in both film and theater, demonstrating his resilience in the face of adversity. Robinson's ability to navigate the complexities of Hollywood, marked by both professional highs and personal lows, reflects the tumultuous nature of the industry during a politically charged era. Edward G. Robinson's story is not just about his iconic roles in cinema, but also about his struggle against the political and social constraints of his time. His experiences highlight the impact of McCarthyism on Hollywood and the personal toll it took on many actors during that period. Sensationalism and tragedy. Jane Mansfield, a Hollywood actress in the 1950s and 60s, known for her bombshell image, graced the silver screen with a blend of glamour and charisma. Born Vera Jane Palmer in 1933 in Pennsylvania, Mansfield rose to fame during a time when the film industry was dominated by glamorous sex symbols. Mansfield was often compared to Marilyn Monroe for her platinum blonde hair and hourglass figure. She starred in films like The Girl Can't Help It, 1956, and Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, 1957. Her on-screen persona was a mix of sensuality and comedic talent, which quickly made her a popular figure in Hollywood. However, Mansfield's career was also marked by sensationalism. She was known for her publicity stunts and personal life, which often overshadowed her professional achievements. Her multiple marriages and relationships were constant fodder for the media, and she was frequently in the spotlight for her bold personality and lifestyle. Despite her fame, Mansfield's career faced challenges. She struggled with being typecast and sought more serious roles, which were often denied to her. This struggle led to her taking roles in low-budget films and stage productions as she tried to showcase her range as an actress. Tragically, Mansfield's life was cut short in a car accident in 1967 at the age of 34. The accident was widely publicized, adding to the sensationalism that often surrounded her. The circumstances of her death became a part of her enduring legend in Hollywood history. Talent haunted by personal demons. Montgomery Clift, a talented actor of the mid-20th century, was known for his intense and nuanced performances. Born in 1920, Clift's career in Hollywood was marked by critical acclaim, but also personal struggles that greatly impacted his life and work. Clift brought a new style of acting to the film industry, characterized by depth and vulnerability. His performances in films like A Place in the Sun, 1951, and From Here to Eternity, 1953, earned him significant praise and established him as a leading actor of his time. His method acting approach was ahead of its era and influenced future generations of actors. Despite his professional success, Clift's personal life was troubled. He grappled with issues related to his identity and personal relationships, which were complicated by the conservative social norms of the time. Clift's life was also marked by health problems, exacerbated by a serious car accident in 1956, after which he became dependent on alcohol and prescription drugs. The accident had a profound impact on Clift's career and personal life. It led to a visible change in his appearance and affected his ability to work. The latter part of his career was marked by fewer roles and declining health, yet he continued to deliver compelling performances. Clift's story is one of a gifted actor who faced significant personal challenges. His contributions to cinema are marked by groundbreaking performances that showcased his profound talent and emotional depth. His life, with its highs and lows, reflects the complexities of navigating fame and personal struggles in an industry that was often unforgiving. Defying conventions, facing censorship. Mae West, a figure synonymous with boldness and wit in Hollywood, was a trailblazer whose career was as controversial as it was influential. Born in 1893 in Brooklyn, New York, West's journey in entertainment was marked by her unapologetic embrace of sexuality and her defiance of social norms. West's early career in vaudeville and on Broadway showcased her talent as a performer and a writer. She was known for her risque content, which often led to censorship battles. Her move to Hollywood in the 1930s was a significant shift, where she quickly made her mark with films like She Done Him Wrong, 1933, and I'm No Angel, 1933. In Hollywood, West became known not just for her screen presence, but for her sharp wit and one-liners. However, her open sexuality and the themes of her films often clashed with the conservative values of the time, leading to censorship challenges. The Hays Code, which set strict guidelines for morality in films, significantly impacted her work, leading to toned-down content and a shift in her approach. West's personal life was as bold as her screen persona. She challenged societal norms regarding relationships and sexuality, and her outspoken nature made her a controversial figure. Despite this, she maintained a strong fan base and was respected for her contributions to entertainment and her advocacy for freedom of expression. Throughout her career, West faced scrutiny and censorship but remained committed to her unique style. Her influence extended beyond film, contributing to discussions on censorship, sexuality, and women's independence in the entertainment industry. Mae West's reputation in Hollywood is one of a woman who defied conventions and faced the challenges of an industry and society that often tried to suppress her voice.